We recorded. Say what's up.
Tommy for the win. Say what's up, hello.
And you should know Kirby, he's the star of the show.
Yo, y'all been seeing these niggas like
More than
walk
you
into
think,
restaurants
the
singing
next
Trap Queen and like fucking with the workers?
Bro, yes.
No.
The niggas there and they was like, he was like, oh yeah, man, we were supposed to be at another location, but they ain't need us, so we came over to y'all's location. It was like, bro, he literally said nah, so everybody and he came in with it's like, bro, you're not even really on the phone, bro. Stop.
No,
He's
he
like,
wasn't.
niggas
Why
walking.
did you get to work?
That shit funny as hell. Hell yeah, bro. This shit good.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got to
So
work.
we were
in with
we already
Target.
recording?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody get on the
Ooh.
register.
I guess we should hit him with the intro first since we're recording now.
I will say,
I'm gonna hit my soundboard right now. I don't
Damn,
even know if
son.
y'all will be able to hear it.
Oh, we do got a soundboard on here.
Yeah, and come on, where the video at? Y'all acting like
Hold on.
it was at work. You definitely gotta get
This direction,
You gotta
nigga.
turn your camera on. Come on, man. You gotta.
No.
What's going on?
Got
Got my nipples out.
We do got
Adjust your
soundboard.
volume.
Hold up. I got you with air horn, G. I got you.
Awful. That was awful.
Damn. No, this is awful.
So quiet.
Well, what's up? It's the Animang gang. We've been going for a minute, but we back in here. You know, pretend it's COVID because we doing this on video this time. We have a
It
chance
is
to get into the
COVID. And I
studio.
can't get the cooties from you fuck niggas.
6 feet.
Mm-mm.
Keep that
Keith's got his
distance.
camera off. Ain't got his camera off.
Turn
We
my
got
camera
Tommy in
off.
here.
Turn my camera off.
They told us before that they didn't want to see y'all's faces, even though y'all are fans. But they said that they
I
don't.
love you guys' faces, but I got my nipples out.
This
And
is
I don't
got
want to
his
get us banned for nudity.
Keys love
For
bringing the
sexing.
nipple.
I want to see Keith's nipples.
Keys freeze the nipples all the time. Gotta
Free
just
the
let
nip.
them out.
Big
You
nip.
gotta be
Big
supportive
east
like
side
that
nip.
sometimes.
Big
Sometimes
east
you gotta
side
be
nip.
supportive.
what you don't know is Keith is wearing exactly what is in his avatar right now. That's the exact outfit he got on. It's him in a big.
Y'all seen it?
That's so funny because it is.
Y'all seen it. Bro,
Bro, shut up, Z. Stop
Ant's
telling
in
everybody
here,
my
but I see him muted. Like, I don't... He not saying it.
Cosito.
Ant don't fuck with us, man. Ant.
He here, but he not, like, mic'd up. Where you at, bro?
Yeah, he muted.
All right. Anyway, so we can't even. What's it called? Because he gonna definitely want to talk about that.
Talk
Fuck
about what?
that. Why can't we?
Because y'all probably ain't even watching. Y'all ain't even watching Solo Leveling. We gonna
I
wait.
have not seen the newest episode.
I ain't seen the new
watched
episode yet. Have
Yeah.
y'all have y'all watched any Invincible?
Yeah, Invincible been going sideways.
So I do want to talk about how you feel about 50 Viltrumites versus 50 Saiyans. Like, not the Goku, Vegeta, Gohan shit. Like 50 Saiyans from Planet Vegeta versus 50 Viltrumites.
I don't even know if all the Saiyans could even fly.
That sound like
Yeah,
that.
man.
That sound
they
like
were
that. 1,000 roaches
planet-conquering
versus 1,000 rats.
aliens.
The average Saiyan was like around Raditz's power level. Between Raditz and Nappa in terms of power level.
Y'all crazy.
Raditz and Nappa to this power level.
That nigga Raditz destroyed the whole Navy.
What
himself.
I will say is that Saiyans got blast. They got the ability, like, you know what I'm saying? Viltrumite, they don't got and they don't got, I reference like that. They just super strong and they can fly. Like they got signature attacks, like, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking
Saiyans do got Ki Blast.
Bardock got like the heat planets and shit like that. Raditz got double Sunday, Saturday Crush. You feel me? Like they got like Nappa will blow you the fuck up. You feel me? Like he got some moves too. So like Saiyans got moves, nigga, and they got the grade 8 form. You feel me? And
Yeah, but that's an emergency. But you're right, they still got it.
they still got that bitch. And I mean, Saiyan monkeys, bro. Shit, if they all hit,
they could make. That's not an emergency, bro. Because Vegeta made a moon, bro.
They throw.
He did make a moon.
I think Vegeta's the only one that can do that, though. I don't think all Saiyans can just make a moon like that.
Why can't
they? Like, I think that's a Vegeta thing.
Nah, bro, they can tap into it.
Nah, bro. I ain't never seen Goku make a moon and throw it in the sky.
I
ain't never.
Good night.
I wonder. Can all Saiyans
The
make
moon,
an artificial moon?
yeah. If the moon
We'll look
comes,
at that.
If they had the ability to learn how to become Super Saiyan,
No, they cannot. They cannot all make them.
Boom, nigga. Told you.
they could learn.
Vegeta was an
right?
advanced level Saiyan.
They could. I think. Yeah, Vegeta was much more higher. He was a way
That's
higher
I,
class man.
I agree with him because if Raditz could have did it, he probably would have did that shit. He didn't do it.
For sure. Definitely.
Look, the
Raditz
best
would have did
argument
it
I
as soon as he
heard.
got to the Earth,
The
nigga.
new Saiyans from like Super and Daima, they probably could.
They don't even
Them
need to
niggas,
fucking.
look, I gotta give it to the Saiyans because like they took over planets as babies. Viltrumites, they needed 3 grown adults to take over planets.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Saiyans can it's them blasts. They can level whole cities.
Yeah,
with
them
just
key
blast.
blasts is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They got the ability to blow shit up, and
Like we forget
also
how strong the Saiyans were by that point.
and they come back stronger. They come back stronger when close to death. Now, based off of what just happened in this most recent episode, they way more durable than Saiyans though. Like, and lifespans are probably longer. I don't know whose
Their
lifespan.
lifespans. The Saiyans still get their youth, but the lifespan of the Viltrumites is like they live for like over 1,000 years.
Yeah,
Saiyans,
Saiyans ain't living for no damn
Saiyans will
thousand.
stay young, but
Yeah,
They're gonna die at some point.
they might be more I don't know. They might be a little bit more durable
he
than
fucked
Saiyans are.
that nigga's whole fucking face open, and he's still alive.
So the Viltrumites have what you said? No, what you say?
They have some sort of healing factor. Like, they don't get stronger from near-death experiences, but they definitely can heal.
Yeah, they recover pretty
Mhm.
quick.
Not
They
unkillable
have
though.
high durability, very
It
high
goes
durability.
fast though. Like, if you blow that nigga up, he gonna die, bro. Or if he split, because they be dying, bro. Like, now maybe all them little half-blood invincibles and shit. Nah, but the real Viltrumites, they be getting killed. They be getting killed. Maybe you gotta explode their whole head. Maybe Invincible didn't do it all the way or whatever. But to be able to still
Hurt.
way his face look is ridiculous. So it lets me know that they healing factor definitely got to be up there somehow. But they're still killable because they die, like, very often. And it's saying will probably blow you
I
all
think,
the fuck up.
yeah, I think I got it. If the average Saiyan is around between Raditz and Nappa, well, no, Nappa was an elite Saiyan. So I'd say if they're around Raditz level,
Raditz
I'd
was an
probably give it.
advanced level Saiyan too, though.
No,
Raditz wasn't a
Raditz was
regular
low
nigga.
class. Raditz was low class.
You're right. Was it?
Was he?
But he had to still be stronger than the average low class warrior because he was with Vegeta and Nappa.
He was
He
not with.
wasn't with them. They went
I
on their
know he
own. I mean, he
wasn't
was with
with.
them in
I
the
know
movie,
he
but
wasn't with them. That's not. I don't mean like they went to the same planes together and shit. But I'm like they were part of the same like unit, so to speak. You know
Vegeta
what I
and
mean?
Nappa even called Raditz a weakling.
I mean, but that's a
They was
lot
clowning him
coming
for
from
being
the
They
weak as fuck.
nigga who is
like
the son of the king
that,
of all Saiyans.
that's the mission of all Saiyans, I'm guessing though. Probably like all of them from birth. You feel me? You sent to planets. Even Kakarot, even though he was a weak Saiyan, he still got sent to Earth with the same mission of taking over.
Well, the Broly movie kind of retconned that because they're really saying the reason why Goku ended up at Earth is because his dad was trying to save his life.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird ass retcon. I don't know why they
Yeah.
did that.
They were like, actually, we don't
Like you
want to
gave him
talk
a
about
Superman origin story, so he's just
that.
Asian Superman.
That nigga Bardock was carrying the fucking pod with one hand. I'm like, this nigga different. Carrying this big ass space meatball with one hand.
They gave him a bitch. He ain't never had a bitch ever. Now Goku's mom just got
Goku's
Goku.
mom was fine. She was sexy. What
Bet
up,
she-
Goku's mama?
It was kind of weird how they tried to make Bardock a good dad too. Like originally, he didn't really care
Hey.
too much about Goku. He was like, "All right, whatever, that's my kid." Now he's like, "Yeah, I gotta watch out for my sons." Like, what the fuck?
Gotta
You're a
watch-
Saiyan.
Right.
Y'all conquer planets.
We would have to watch the Japanese version and talk to Toriyama because you know America be changing the words and shit.
Yeah,
America be
Nah,
changing
they
the
do be
hell out
trying
of
to
them
make
words, bruh.
It be fuck out them words. Javon was just saying in the new episode of fucking
Who
Solo,
the fuck is Javon?
not the newest Solo, but they was basically saying like the one nigga when he fought Jinwoo, like in Korea, he was like trembling, like, bro, this nigga scary, bro. But in Japan, like when they animated it, he was like, yeah, I mean, they got a nigga, he alright, I guess. Like, but
Right.
you know, they be editing shit different. Y'all hear about
Mhm.
reason why Super ain't really came back?
No, I won't.
Yeah, they having some issues with the rights because I guess the anime and the manga are controlled by two different people, and since they
That's
like if
so
they don't come
fucking
to an
stupid.
agreement, they can't really continue either of them, and it just got even worse now that Toriyama passed away. So until they get that handled out, it's not about to be no more Dragon Ball for a while. I wouldn't be surprised if them niggas take years to come to an agreement.
The niggas who do the manga tried to get the full rights to doing the anime and the manga all before Toriyama died, and Toriyama was like, "Nah,
Man.
bro, and I fuck with the niggas who do the animation, and I fuck with y'all." So like, basically, I said they like torn in two different directions on like
Yeah, that's problematic a
how to
little bit though. Like,
do it.
but
The
Yeah, for
manga,
That
sure,
is
a
very
little bit
problematic.
slow.
but
like,
artists just had their ways of doing shit. Like, he knew that they animation was probably gonna be ass.
who's you think?
The mangas, whoever, like, I feel like it's just like I'm sticking with my art style that I like for the animation and how y'all write the story. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just some keen art shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I mean I don't even know what the discrepancy is. I don't know if it's like maybe the niggas who animated do they not like the story as far as what the manga done did, or like do the niggas from the manga like I think them niggas just don't fuck with each other in general. Like they just
It could be that, or they probably don't fuck with one of the other styles.
yeah, that shit is crazy. But
Yeah, that shit
I
is
don't know.
nuts, bro.
I would prefer if the people who did the manga had rights over the anime, just because like anime will fuck up so much stuff and then just put it out, and then you just ruin this whole storyline that you had set up with the manga and everything too.
yeah, I think, but I mean at the same time they gotta work together because if I think whoever the one company is, I guess the nigga used to be at Toei Animation, and then he left or something. He started his own shit called Capsule Corp, and he the one
Yeah.
who animation shit and did the movies and all that shit. So he went and founded his own company that like it does animation, but it literally is named after some Dragon Ball Z shit. So like he
That's pretty dope.
Ball Z. So if the fucking niggas who do the manga just want to X-nay him out, like he like, bro, nah, bro, like I made a whole animation studio to do Dragon Ball Z's animation. Nigga, like what the fuck? But I mean, shit, nigga, I guess you do the animation or you don't write the story. And if these niggas that wrote the manga and they like chapters and chapters and chapters ahead, that's why Daima and shit like they like, all we got is Daima in the game for right now. So now the Daima in the game is over, nigga. Like everybody was
I
hyped over
mean,
and four. It's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck we gonna get.
yeah, Daima was specifically written by Toriyama himself, and the problem was he didn't tell anybody what the fuck his plans were, so no one really knows what he was planning to do with Super Saiyan 4 by the end of it, because now it's like, okay, Super and Daima can't exist at the same time because now you've split the story up. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
now they
So
just
now,
want the only explanation they can have is it's two different universes. So
And then that's gonna bring in that YouTube ass shit where it be two Super Saiyan 4 Goku's fighting against bro.
yeah,
Shit like, bro, that shit be wild. But it's like they be acting like that shit might low key be canonized at some point because niggas over in Japan fuck with that shit. That shit be getting views. Like it's a real ass show. Like they really be watching that shit. I don't know what
mm.
like it's like a play on the Xenoverse games.
Oh, you talking about Dragon Ball Heroes? Yeah, it's cool. They
Probably.
finally did some animation for it, but the problem with that is that it's like it's really disconnected. It just kind of skips around a lot, so you don't get a really connected, concise story. It's like the first episode you might see Goku. They actually did this where they had Goku from one universe where he's Super Saiyan Blue, and then Goku from another universe where he's Super Saiyan 4, and they had them both actively there. And
is that
then
Super
the
Dragon
next
Ball
thing
Heroes you're talking about?
yeah, and then like the next
Okay.
thing you see is you got Super Saiyan God Trunks fighting Ultra Instinct Broly, and it's like, well, what the fuck? Where did all this come from? So
Exactly.
yeah,
That
Man,
it's
shit
cool
gets
for some
real muddy,
multiverse
bro.
shit,
It
but
gets
it gets
real
I'm
murky.
fan fiction ass shit, and then you get to really watch it. You're like, this is like real animation. Who the fuck did this? And then come to find out, like it's like damn near a real ass show. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is this? Like, who knows? So, but shit, man, let's really talk about Invincible, man. Y'all watch the season finale? I don't know what
oh,
I
that.
never.
what's that on the screen, Tommy?
You crazy, bro. You told me that happened.
I I told you that would happen.
Nah, that's crazy.
It was this owner to this restaurant that died, and I was trying to tell Tommy, like, look, I don't
This
be
nigga fell
bullshitting.
down the steps.
The owners really be dying, and the restaurants be closing forever. People think I'm gatekeeping.
Who died?
A nigga named Tommy from Tommy's Diner that this nigga ate at.
From Tommy's Diner that we just went there.
Yeah,
The owner is
passed
dead.
away he had passed away like 3 months ago.
That's wild, bro.
Damn.
Piece of my nigga, man.
Bro.
We might maybe cut that out the podcast episode, but
it's the fact that I just opened that shit and read it. Bro, you could have literally said that on the video and it would have been true. Like,
he also could have said don't rhyme and it was going rhyme.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'm fucking with Invincible. I don't know about y'all, but I found out that they got a whole universe of characters. Like, they had a cartoon on Cartoon Network that came out like 2010 called Fire Breather. It was about this kid that he was like half dragon. Like, his dad was a dragon, his mom was a regular human, so he was half dragon. And apparently that takes place in the Invincible universe. Like, he's an active character there. He has his own comics. You gotta look that one up on YouTube or whatever.
I remember that.
It was a nice one. It had some nice 3D animation to it.
I remember that bootleg ass Jackie Chan cartoon where he was like a kid. No.
Jackie Chan
not Jackie Chan, bro. Was it Jake Long? He was half dragon, bro.
Oh, American Dragon.
Yeah.
Jake Long.
Oh, God.
Again.
That shit used to be funny.
It be shit like that. So I guess they did that Invincible where like a lot of the characters, they don't get much time in Invincible, but then they all have their own individual comics that are really like a big part. Like Invincible's just one part of it. So I'm fucking with that. Hopefully they
because they not a part of DC or Marvel or anything, so they probably got their own little verse.
He's his own individual property where I forget what the universe is, or I think it's owned by Image Comics, maybe. I'm not sure. But
because I like the way that the Invincible storyline and the pacing works is very, very different than a lot of other shows and mediums that I see. Like, I mean, I think now they starting to speed everything up. Like, it's crazy when we was younger, like the Narutos and the One Pieces and all that shit. Like, those is definitely like of things of yesteryear. Like, now fucking shit be getting to it. Like, every episode shit be getting to it.
Yeah, and it's definitely a nice change of pace, but like this is what I be talking about when I be talking about like anime versus like American animation, because you see how like for Invincible the shit doesn't drag on. They have their episode and they try to wrap up as much as they can in that episode, unless it's something that they need to do like a part 2 for, like when they had Omni-Man fighting Invincible. But it's nothing where like you don't spend like 6-7 episodes watching Invincible fight one nigga and then it turns to another 2 niggas and then you done spent 5 episodes stuck in this one fight or something where the story is dragging on. It's like we got 8 episodes, we got to get through this chunk of story, and then we get to the next season.
Some new animes is definitely getting better at that. Motherfucking
yeah. Solo Leveling's pretty good with that.
Solo Leveling,
for sure.
Yeah, like Solo Leveling, that shit. That episode to come on, nigga, it's gonna be some shit happening. They gonna get to it. Like they definitely leave you. It really, I mean, they leave you wanting more, but that's just because so much sweet shit that happened. You just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, but these days, they not really on that. And I love One Piece, but they not on that like fucking 6 months of the same ass fight. Like it'd be some fights that was like some long ass fights. Dragon Ball Z included. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shows.
When it took Goku forever to fight Frieza the first time, bro. That shit was like 8-9 episodes, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, if you watch that shit from like the DVDs, bro, yeah, nah, it took a long time.
Or how long it take niggas to fight. Like Naruto fighting Pain, bro, that shit took so fucking long for them to finally fight, bro. And then when they was fighting, it's like 30 other fights happening, so they got to keep cutting from the fight to show everybody else's fight. And then they not even fighting yet. They got to show you the 30 fights leading up to the fight.
I am stronger than you. Well, my move that I just acquired is way more powerful than your moves. Now what?
Practice. Like, but that's when we had more time. We was kids, man. But Invincible, I'm fucking with it, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. The internet was trying to spoil it for me, and I thought, wait, everybody seen the last episode? Seen it, right? Well, shit, man. I thought that the motherfucker. I thought somebody was gonna die because the main character who played Invincible is the nigga from
Walking Dead.
They put. I'm just literally waiting to watch it, but I'm seeing my IG and shit. They showing like, you feel me, him with the fucking hammer next to his head. And shit. I'm like, oh, somebody gonna
Yeah, bro.
die.
Yeah, I don't like this internet era we in. That's why I know
Yeah,
Yeah.
once I get these new games, I'm gonna just lock the fuck in and be streaming them to where I don't have to look at nobody else's clips.
yeah, bro. Because it'd be like, goddamn, like episode just came out. You get like really a day, 2 days, and then they gonna start, and then if that, and they gonna start like really, and it ain't even really like a lot of places. I think honestly, some places they're not even really trying to spoil it at this point too. It's just like literally everybody wants to be a news outlet, and everybody has to let you know that they in the know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Even if you fall on like IGN or something like that, they'd be like, the newest solo leveling episode is a 9.9. It's the highest rated episode in IBM history or some shit like that. And then they're like, next thing they like, you better watch it. Because pretty soon we're gonna start posting pictures of what happened. Like,
Yeah, but that's
If it's
kind of their
if it's not
job,
that,
though.
it's
So
one
I
place
mean,
or
like,
another. I
that's
think what makes it
definitely their
worse
job.
is with spoilers is I've seen some niggas where even if you try to avoid spoilers, like let's say a new game comes out, like Elden Ring comes out and you trying to avoid spoilers. What niggas will do is they'll go to other articles that have nothing to do with Elden Ring and post spoilers in there. So even if you're not looking, you still see the spoiler.
bruh. Or like I said, niggas just trying to get their motherfucking money. Like it'll be something like RDC World or something like that. And like something just came out and they got a skit about it. And it's like, man, god damn,
Man,
I
the
know that you gotta work hard, but I ain't seen it yet.
the
Fuck.
worst spoiler they did was fucking Usher. This nigga spoiling Jujutsu Kaisen after season 1, and it's getting on there and spoiling what happened. Like, get the
Like,
fuck
could
out of
you
here, bro.
imagine, bro, an R&B singer spoiling an anime,
Of
bro?
all fucking people, Usher.
How did he do it? I ain't even know what he do.
That's funny.
So I can't really say what it was. He typed it in the caption, and he typed R.I.P. to a character, and it's kind of like, well, nigga, we didn't even know he dies.
Oh
So
fuck.
Oh, wait, this recently happened?
this happened like last year, maybe, where he posted a picture and he's like R.I.P. person, and
And
it's like, nigga,
it was from the manga, or he said, how did he know about it?
it
Megan Thee
happens in the
Stallion.
manga. It hasn't happened yet in the anime.
Megan Thee
Oh,
Stallion.
that's
Probably,
super annoying because even if I was reading the manga in real time, I would still be salty.
yeah.
But I guess like we're only reason why I will allow that in a weird ass fucking backwards ass way is because like you said, the last person I would expect to read JJK would be Usher. So like if I
Exactly.
like really seen the most recent manga of JJK, I'm like, damn
Yeah,
Us.
it's like. Because it's like imagine you watching Solo Leveling, right? And it's like, okay, this shit crispy, and you just started it, and then you
And
look up,
Boosie
and
come out
then
and Boosie get on Instagram and start telling everything that happened.
yeah, Drake pop up like, yeah, R.I.P. this character, and it's like, well, nigga, I didn't even know that happens. We only in the first season, and then
I
there's some shit that not even happened to like season 3 or 4.
I still will be kind of happy that I'm like, dang, even they watch it. That's crispy.
Yeah,
But
it's cool they watch it. It's just like,
It's cool that
I
you
was
watch
literally
it, but
watching.
you be like, damn, I'm trying to be surprised.
I was literally
yeah,
watching with Jay today, and they fucking spoiled it.
I
So
didn't
like,
think it was gonna shoot us like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
That boy Ant talking.
Ant, are you on the game?
It was cool, bro.
but yeah, man, fucking so I was kind of salty that Adam Eve wasn't actually dead though.
Megan Thee
And
They
Stallion said
definitely,
she liked anime. It made a bunch of different niggas tap into anime.
you said what?
yeah, they
Megan Thee Stallion said, I like anime, and it made a bunch of niggas tap into anime that never did before.
That is true.
they definitely brought a lot of people to it.
That nigga
I'll give
Usher went and found something. He said,
yeah,
Nah, he's probably just trying to hit Megan for real.
but
Oh my god, that's too old for me.
I think anime was already really
please.
busted for real. Like it really like Meg Thee Stallion. She may have been watching it, and I will give it like girls these days they're more into anime and shit than they ever was. But I
I'm
think
watching the fuck out that shit now.
Nah, Megan be watching anime, bro. If there's
even
one thing she's gonna do is watch anime.
my niece they fuck with like Demon Slayer and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
feel like
people,
top chick anime is My Hero. I hear a lot of chicks watching that.
so we was kids, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like all of the shit that we was watching, niggas, all of the niggas that we knew, like all of our friends watch anime. Like the Somali niggas watch anime. Like all the people I talk to much on a regular basis watch anime. And like I like the more that you talk to like girls and shit like that, sometimes they tend to they watch anime too. So I mean, I'll give her a little credit. She might have got I think really I think it was kind of the reverse. I think the fact that she liked anime made a lot more people like her. Because Meg the Stallion
Yeah.
just she was a hoe. She was just a ass shaky. You know what I'm saying? When she said stepping on hoes like the female Titan, it made me for the first. I'm like, you know what? She is. I kind of do like this bitch a little bit, like, cause I'm like, that's a bar.
That's a bar.
That's
Yeah,
a
she
bar.
said this pussy is a fox and I'm looking for a Sasuke.
She did
Yeah,
say pussy like a wildfire looking
started
for a
dropping
Sasuke.
anime bars.
I
All
said,
niggas
oh.
that actually like anime. We heard her and she peaked our. We was like, bitch, you like anime? Like, so it wasn't like she made us start like an anime. Nigga, anime. She like anime made us like her. We was like,
Yeah,
oh,
tight.
this bitch actually know what she talking about. Like, she not talking about, yeah, I like Goku. Like every other bitch you trying to pretend like they like anime.
Man,
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? She actually had a wealth of like anime shit that she was drawing from her own personal interest. Like she like, I'm getting head while I'm playing my Switch. Like that's some shit that some motherfuckers really would be doing. Like, yeah, that's I believe the bitch really play a Switch.
Tight.
You feel me? Like, not her nigga, bro. That's her Switch.
Personally,
Yeah, because women don't be rapping about switches and anime and shit like that. That's
yeah,
like
tight,
she
tight,
definitely
tight,
be
tight,
locked in.
So when we
tight.
hear shit like
Definitely be locked in.
it's like she got like a little bit like she like, yeah, she got the fucking nigga bars. Okay, she got the I'm thinking
The
for
pussy bars.
yeah, pussy bars, she got them bars,
Yeah.
but then the other checkbox she got like legit anime bars. Like
I
not
don't know why you only aimed at me.
playing around because that'd be like if a girl rapping sports bars. Like niggas would probably be into it and shit if you're into sports. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's you can tell the difference between a bitch who just trying to say like, oh, a person, anybody who like trying to say it, or they really know that shit.
They
And
know,
she
yeah.
Bro.
shit where it's like, nah, this bitch actually is low key like a little nerdy gamer type girl shit.
Tight.
And it's a reflection also of a lot of how some of these other girls are already like that. Like I was at my school and shit.
Like I'm gonna need you on these parts. I'm waiting on you.
I just motherfucking said something about rivals, and this girl was like, "You be playing rivals?"
Oh, do we gotta shoot our things together to make it green?
Marvel.
I'm like, I am.
And mute
But
yourself.
I'm
people
blue
like,
and red make green.
And can't hear us.
What is that? Blue and yellow.
Tommy, can you mute Ant, please?
I think so.
Yeah, just on your side so the audio don't come through.
Yeah, true. All right, bet. Yeah, we good. All right.
Stop, brother.
oh yeah, that's
All right. I totally feel what you're saying on that, G. Definitely. There's like black people that have been watching and reading anime manga since they was jits. It's like 6, 7, 8 type shit. I feel like personally, what I might have been thinking in that moment, I feel like Usher is a post-pandemic anime person.
That's fair.
Man,
Niggas was
see,
just
and that's
bored
what
at
I'll
home
be
watching
arguing with
shit.
people
Yeah.
about. Niggas that didn't
Yeah.
start watching anime till 2020
So
talking
we
about,
got
yeah,
locked
bro,
in the
it's the
house to
hardest shit
do.
ever.
You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, bro, I get it. This is all new to you, but this is shit that we saw 20 years ago that, like, it's like you're not even watching the old shit. You watching new shit that's just copying what all the old shit did. So
Exactly.
trying to tell
Old
me about
ass
how it's
bitch.
crispy.
some
Man,
new shit starting to get kind of crispy. And I mean, like you said, that is a good point to be a post-pandemic anime watcher. But like, is that a horrible thing that like the thing that we've loved for so long is finally starting to get the notoriety that it deserves for real? Because like for a long after, like I seen that one meme, it was like back in the day, it was like the one person that watches anime and then everybody else doesn't watch anime. And then now it was like the one person that doesn't watch anime and then everybody else does watch anime. And
that's me these days.
I just saw something to where it was like Japan plans on increasing their anime output by like 400%. Like so,
Oh.
all of the content like that.
There's about to be a whole bunch of shitty shows.
Well, you got to think about it. As many mangas that come out,
Yeah,
you know, how long it takes for a show that's been a manga to actually become a TV show, like Solo Leveling. Marlon was telling us about Solo Leveling like 7, and he was like,
Marlon definitely be tapped in.
and he was like, bro, no, y'all don't understand this show. And like Marlon, my nigga, but he also one of them niggas. I'm like, man, fuck you, Marlon. You know what you're talking about. I never would have thought a show that Marlon was talking about would be the show that is literally like my favorite show. I'm like, this nigga knew what the fuck he was talking. It's a great show. So think about all of the, you know what I'm saying, the Rankings of Kings, the high school fighting show, like all of the mangas that are out there. If they saying, well, shit, if this is, because you have to think about it too, money wise, it's an export. You feel me? They're like, oh well, shit, if y'all want it, why keep just making it as fucking and with AI and all that shit? Yeah, this shit is, bro, that 3D animation wax shit that King and Ashura and Baki the Grappler was on. They gonna either be doing those or overworking these studios using AI, whatever the fuck they can. But it's a moneymaker. We got all of this printed version of it. Why are we waiting 3 years for the animated version to come out? Fuck it, get it out. Get it
Yeah,
out.
for sure.
Get the
I feel
money.
that.
Because I mean, shit, you see all these isekais, like they got a. I mean, you can see the titles. They ain't even got enough titles. I mean, I get that thing to be like, all right, yeah. So I was a doll baby, but now I came back as a vending machine. So what?
That time I got reincarnated as a Crip.
Yeah, you feel me? Like the
Bro.
name funny, but it's also like, bro, you can just tell like it's too many shows, bro, and they on all the networks. But I mean, shit,
You should
like
see, bro. Crunchyroll literally is flooded with anime, bro, and like even the ones that they recommend you, it just be like, bro, what the fuck? It's literally logging into Crunchyroll is probably one of the most overwhelming things to do nowadays, bro.
Man, I remember when I had it for a little bit, I was sitting there like, man, it's too much. Like, I'm
Now I
gonna
basically will pay
Yeah.
for Crunchyroll. I definitely pay for Crunchyroll every trip, but it's just bro. It's so much. It's oversaturated, like you're saying. It's so many different shows, so many
And a
different
lot of the
things, bro.
ideas are copying each other. It was like all the shonen was just trying to copy Dragon Ball. So
and then the part
I
that
mean,
pisses me off is like you said, they recommend you all of these shows. None of them, like none of them. They need more trailers because like there's no way for me to really figure out from just this picture in this name. Like if I'm gonna really, if this is gonna be the next anime for me, that's a lot of time for me to motherfucking invest. And then out of all these new motherfucking animes and shit like that, why the fuck do it feel like I've still watched everything already? Like nothing actually be out right now. Like people like, damn, I watched Fire Force already. I don't watch JJK.
Mm-hmm.
Fire Force
How
is getting
many
a new season.
animes can you watch of school, like this
Fire
school
Force is
related?
getting a serious series.
that right there, I'm getting tired of that.
I mean,
How many
assassination
animes can
class
you watch where it's
and
the main character that's powering up again or over some dumb shit or
Well,
whatever?
the new trope is now old niggas. Like it's old niggas that then kind of almost missed their prime or something, or like Kaiju number 8. You feel me?
That was painful to watch when they was making fun of that nigga for being old, and I'm like, hold up, this nigga around our age.
That's
What?
isn't that
They was calling
what's
that nigga
Sakamoto?
old as fuck. They was like, bro, you
like,
old as hell. What are you doing
bro,
here?
What's
what's
Sakamoto Days about? Because I feel like that's. I mean, I've seen like I haven't seen
He's
any
a
of it.
retired he's a retired hitman.
bro? I
He's a
was
retired and got a family and opened a convenience store. So
There's another show, Osan, where basically it's like a similar situation where like basically they all you got powers and you go to this thing at a certain point, but this nigga didn't do it until he was like old as fuck. But he got trained by all the sweetest niggas, so everything he do, he's like too OP and shit like that. But I think the main basis of that, of those types of shows, is like you got to think shonens and shit like that in these shows, they be generational and it be for, like you said, you're tired of seeing shows in the high school, but you gotta think originally the shows was what? To be relatable to us. That's why they made the main character around our age. If they know that their fan base is still tapping in and they know that their fan base is older now and maybe feeling like, damn, did I miss my time to shine? Am I getting older? Did I miss my day in the sun? Let's start making some main characters who are older and are still like, hey, nah, you can still be the man at 36. You can still be that nigga, you feel me, even in your 30s and shit. Like, maybe your powers kicked in late. You feel me? Like, that's what the approach is now, so that the people that are still watching can still have somebody to root for. Because Kaiju number 8, nigga, like you said, he our age, but he was like, well, shit, nigga, I couldn't be. I didn't have the power level to be a motherfucking alien hunter or whatever, a Kaiju hunter then. But then shit, he still got the same shit that would happen in a shonen. It just happened to him when he was in his 30s. He got a fucking demon form and bubbled up in his 30s, nigga. And now
that was hard. I'm
That's hard.
definitely hyped for Kaiju number 8 to come back.
Yeah, that's hard.
yeah, it's crazy.
Kaiju number 8 might be honestly, that's probably my favorite right now over Solo Level.
Paper. I want to put in your mouth.
That's hard as fuck because I want to see where they're ready to take it. Like now that they found out that he is a kaiju and shit, but they about to try and like You know what I'm saying? Because I do fuck with the fight. The fight that she did with her
Wasn't
dad,
on top of the car.
crispy. The
Man,
fight with her dad was crazy.
nah, that shit was definitely crazy.
G,
What else we
G,
got?
what you smoking on over there, bud? I'm taking the tea break.
You said what?
I said, what you smoking on over there, bro? I'm taking the tea break.
Man, shoot, man. I think this is
Is
hood.
it the purple one or the green one?
I don't know. I think the green
Green
one.
and purple.
One green is Grinch, purple is Hood Boss.
How long have we been recording for?
Long enough.
We had 35 minutes. I just went live on Twitch 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Say what's up
Okay.
with the stream and shit. You know what I'm
love
saying?
stream.
Hell yeah. Just 10:03 in this motherfucker.
I'm tired. I'm sorry that Adam Eve didn't die, even though I am also glad that her powers did kick in because that do make sense. And it is also Chris because you see when she took Invincible's clothes off, like his shit start like the molecular structure,
Melting to the ground.
whatever break
Yeah.
areas in her hair, her powers is about to start being able to come. It's like she about to be able to get really, really crispy for real. Like I'm ready for it, Omni Man to pull the fuck back up with with my nigga Seth Rogen. Cause Seth Rogen hard.
Seth Rogen is hard for real.
He's strong as fuck, bro. I don't know how strong that nigga is, but Seth Rogen's strong, bro. So and Battle Beast, he out there somewhere. Like the only thing with Invisible, I kind of forget what the fuck happened with Battle Beast the first time they seen. Where did they first see Battle Beast at?
It was weird. He was just on Earth, just chilling, and they fought him somewhere, like in a building or whatever. I don't know why the fuck they even fought Battle Beast. Like I don't even know why he was there. That nigga beats up Viltrumites for fun. Like that's how wild that nigga is.
Yeah. He killed the one that he fought in space, and then he got cold and just rolled up in a ball and passed out.
Yeah, he's like, all right, well, that was fun. That nigga
Yeah.
actively lived for the fight. Like they broke that nigga out, and he was like, look, nigga, we better get some smoke where I'm beating your ass next. And he was like, whoa, relax, brother. They're right around the corner.
Too
You
eager to
sure?
fight.
Because my fist is already up, nigga.
Who the fuck was that? That sounded like
I'm
Cell.
beating
Perfect
everybody's ass.
Cell.
I'm beating his ass. I'm beating your ass. I'm gonna beat my ass if I beat everybody else's ass just because I ain't got
There's
no
no
ass
other
to beat.
ass to beat. I'm gonna beat my own ass.
Like damn,
That'll be
you got it. You got it, bro. I promise they strong.
I love the pacing of Invincible, bro. They give a nice, solid, full, beefy hour pause, but it'd be a nice.
That was egregious, dog. That was a lot.
They give you a
hour.
nice thick. They give you a girthy hour, bro. Nice thick meaty episode, bro.
Nah, girthy might be the
nice,
one. That's
big,
next.
meaty, girthy fifth episode, bro. Big and meaty, girthy, and thicky.
I meant healthy, hearty. What I say?
Healthy, hearty. You said beefy.
Did I say beef?
You said beefy. Oh, God.
You a nice beef brisket of an hour episode, man.
Fact.
Beef brisket of an hour.
Good old pot roast.
They be going crazy, man. Like
Tight.
he killed her. He definitely killed her. Then she came back to life.
Unrelated. I ain't never watched this shit. Y'all watch Chainsaw Man?
Yes, I fuck with Chainsaw Man.
Y'all fuck with Chainsaw Man?
Man, he just wanted to touch some titties, man.
The best one.
He just wanted some titties, bro.
You lucky.
At the end of the day,
watch.
That's hard.
He said, "I'll do it." Oh,
I think what I'm really fucking with this day and age is like, I know Ant hate it, but I really fuck with the shorter seasons just because it's like there's so much shit to watch. So I'm more so appreciative of here's like a little 8 to 10 episode season, just so that way I can. Yeah, and that's why Chainsaw Man is a good one. Because Chainsaw Man is like maybe 12 episodes.
Okay, cool.
If that.
Every time I get into this One Piece kick, I end up watching 4 episodes, and then I'll be putting that shit down for 4 months.
Yeah, and it's hard to do that this day.
The thing with One Piece, honestly, like, and I can't say it vehemently because I haven't really been watching it, but also One Piece. The thing about One Piece is it's still in the character development age. Like it's from a different era, so they do a lot of character development. It's a lot of One Piece that has so much shit going on for so long that every episode can feel captivating to you because they're answering a lot of questions. But what I will say is, like, again, with a show like Solo Leveling, when Mari and them was watching JJK and they was saying every episode be having their foot on your neck. Now I get it. Now I get it because every fucking episode like fighting and you really was. So if them shows was to continue going like continuously, I would not be upset if that shit came out every motherfucking week. Like bitch kept coming out at the pace that they do it at. But you know what I'm saying? It do be cool. I kind of be pissed though because like something like Fire Force. I was loving Fire Force. Fire Force season 3 is on its way. I'm probably gonna have to go back and watch Fire Force because I don't really remember what the fuck was going on.
I watched one episode of it. The animation was sweet. I just never locked in. I just heard recently that it I guess it has what's the I can never remember the name of the show. Soul Eater. It's connected to Soul Eater. I guess Fire Force is a prequel to Soul Eater. So now I'm really curious. Now I kind of want to check both of them out and just see like because I thought Fire Force was just like we're firefighters and we just kind of anime styled it up. So.
No, they shit. They be fighting, nigga. They got powers. It's hard as
Nigga,
fuck.
they be fucking fighting on Fire Force. You tripping?
Yeah, they,
All right, bet.
Fire
That's the
Force
shit I
is ass,
needed.
bro.
That's what I needed.
at first it almost lost me for a second because they was kind of doing the Dante and Virgil type thing because the main character brother and they was on some shit like that. But then once they get to like where they kind of now they got on some almost like My Hero type of shit, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's this one dude. He was always super big, but he was like, bro, he was throwing all missiles and shit, bro. Like it's this one fight, bro. If you watch it, just remember the nigga with the missiles, bro. That fight, bro. Remember that fight. Remember I said it,
The
bro.
nigga with the missiles.
It's the nigga with the missiles and he fight this bitch and he fucking, bro, that fight sweet as fuck. And then like when the white start coming out and the one what? Was
He's talking to Hakeem.
and when the one nigga came out, bro, with the claps, the missiles and claps. Just remember that, bro.
That nigga
Nah,
is
This was a clap.
the clap
JJK
nigga and the clap
clapped
nigga
with
hard.
no hands because he made his ass clap.
Nah,
He
bro,
clapped.
that nigga
What's wrong with you, bro?
is
He clapped with no hands.
These niggas was on stream. He said, bro, you want to see me clap with no hands? He said, what the fuck?
Jesus.
That's what that nigga did at JJK. He clapped with no hands.
No.
Y'all didn't want, we gotta say we actually pod, man. We gotta say that when we actually go to the pod, man. That's too beautiful. We gotta talk about that in front of the camera.
What, clapping with no hands?
You are in front of the camera, stupid nigga.
Claps. Big applause.
I'm gonna punch this nigga in the face when I see him.
Jeez. Yeah, big muted. So yeah.
So since we talking about Invincible and that's some comic book shit, how do y'all because I know y'all niggas is like not super heavy into comic books. Me and Ron are usually the ones that's like fangirling over comics and shit.
I just need
How do y'all kind of feel about comics?
All right.
Comics. I need a comic on the nigga that thinks he's invincible and his name is Kanye West.
Oh my god!
I need that
so
anime.
I was gonna say, like, how do y'all feel about comics now? Like, 'cause now we got more stuff. Like, we got Marvel Rivals, and then there's the MCU shit, and then there's Invincible coming with the new episodes and shit. Are y'all kind of taking more of an interest in comic book properties and stuff like that? Just kind of in comparison to something like manga and anime.
I was never a superhero nigga. I fuck with Spider-Man, but yeah, I think I'm still tapped in like more anime wise.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Y'all can meet halfway. They have comic book animes. So they took some shit like there's an Avengers anime and there's a Suicide Squad isekai.
Okay.
That was pretty good. So I guess that's like a nice middle point of tapping into the comics as well as still being in that anime realm.
Mm-hmm.
Just cuz like they kind of the Avengers anime, the animation to it was actually really crazy and fluid and whatnot. And then with the Suicide Squad isekai, That was really good too. They had like an actual focus on why everything was more anime like because they were in a whole other world, and so
Okay.
they were actually starting to notice like, okay, shit is getting weird. Like our powers are coming out different and whatnot than what we had before.
So, are you talking about like actual, like, how do we feel about like physical paper comic books or like comic properties? And are you saying like comics versus anime or just comics by themselves?
Just as a whole, like just kind of taking more of an interest in comics. Because I notice like a lot of people are into anime and manga and whatnot, but they don't necessarily take as much of an interest in comic book properties like Marvel, DC, Image Comics, stuff like that.
Yeah, like for me, bro, like the idea of like somebody saving everybody or beating this one villain like with a cape on and some tights, that don't do it for
Yeah,
me.
Well, that's what
I feel that.
my hero literally did that, and as an homage to American
Uh-huh.
superheroes. Though
Yeah, for real, and they
Yeah,
did.
My Hero Academia is about like they fuck with
Tight.
the like what superheroes are and having like one particular power and shit like that, and then they kind of flipped it on its head with like, what if the society was like that, and like
I I
they made it
watched,
up.
bro. I watched that green haired nigga cry when he ain't had no cork, and I turned that shit off.
Oh my god!
that's fair. My
You
hero
gotta
got some rough
back in.
moments.
It works out for him. It ends
Okay,
up working
okay,
big.
okay.
He end up getting too many quirks.
All
He
right.
gets
He do get too
he
many.
too many.
Yeah, that shit just kind of okay. Let's see what happened. Nah.
Yeah, he get the kind of reverse effect of that. But
Okay.
in comics in general, I mean, I don't know. I feel like shit. That's a tough question. I guess really, I mean, if I'm going to put them as a comparison to anime, I can't really see myself probably fucking with comics and shit over anime just because like um I don't know. I feel like
I guess because
I don't,
technically they're the same thing.
technically, but
In
I
a
mean,
way, like
Because
that
you
I don't
don't
know.
you
manga and
don't even
comics.
necessarily.
I mean, the dialogue sometimes can be a little different. I think that sometimes anime can be a little deeper sometimes, but at the same time, I mean, you feel me? I think the only thing that's saving me from like would be like, because I mean, okay, comics can get dark. They can get dark. You feel me? But for whatever reason, that shit, like, maybe I'm more of an animation person, so I don't read a whole bunch of manga. But like, for whatever reason, a lot of cartoons and shit like that, they are always adapted in like Cartoon Network renditions and shit like that. So a lot of the dark shit, like, you feel me? Like, in order to really like, what really captivates me about Batman is how crazy some of the shit get. Like, you feel me? Like the fact that Batman didn't show up to save Robin, and the Joker really in the Killing Joke really beat the fuck out of him, and that's what made
Yeah,
him Red Hood. They did that in one movie, but you gotta really have seen that movie or watch Mojo Top 10 to really
yeah,
know some of the crispiest
That's
shit. Like
true.
one of one of the episodes, I mean, one of the fucking movies when the Joker really shot Batgirl and the reason why she paralyzed, he raped her, I think. That she was like, "Why are you doing this?" He was unbuttoning her shirt. He said to prove a point. Like, and
yeah. That
I ain't fucking
What?
never did shit about like. So I'm like, I'm not saying I'm fucked up in the head, but like, anime goes there. People die. Shit be getting fucked up. I don't want no. I've never, even as a kid, my favorite anime was Full Metal Alchemist. That nigga turned his daughter into a chimera. Like, I want to see
Some
some
wild
real shit.
shit. Some wild shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
so
So niggas like all of the cartoons shit, like Spider-Man, don't really be going through no real shit except for like. And wait,
well,
now I ain't gonna be long with, but I was just thinking about this. Like the first three Spider-Mans had such more of a dramatic feeling to them. You feel me? Like they had motherfucking Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. I don't even know what made him even go try out for that shit. But then
yeah,
he gets the role, and when Peter Parker got to dodge that bitch and he killed Green Goblin,
Yeah.
bro, they hit you with moments like that no more.
that shit
When
was crazy.
Doc Ock died, when he was in the water with his shit, bro, and like,
Ain't none of them Spider Verses do no
bro,
ill shit like that.
Man.
they
Okay.
don't tell the
So
stories really, really dramatic and deep like that no more. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, I
bro.
some real shit.
It's Nerf.
Like,
They acting like, you know what I'm saying? But they want to
and
put certain things in front of you that other people think is like too crazy for kids. But they want to
Okay,
bro,
nerf
so
anime.
the
so let
craziest
me.
thing they did recently is what they did in Endgame, where he really got the snap off and really killed half of the MCU, and then they brought it back the next movie, so it really didn't hold no credence. You feel?
Yeah. Okay. So
And
Damn.
also, a lot of their sweet stories, they don't tell them the normal way. They try and throw them into something else. Planet Hawk, they threw that into Thor. Just out of nowhere, they just threw it in there
I
for no
that
reason.
shit pissed me off. I didn't know you was that deep enough to even know about Planet Hawk.
Bro, I mean, from Planet, bro, if you go back to so I'm like
No,
me,
you definitely did some research.
I don't know, but see, it'd be top tens, it'd be video games, it just be like, bro, media, like my brain just intake shit. Like I never really watched wrestling and shit, but from having cousins like Marte and Mike and shit like that, and enough time, like I know, like
Bro, you missed the
I'm like,
Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys was some crazy motherfuckers.
you feel me?
This
Like
is crazy.
I'm low key in the know. So like when it comes to like Marvel, like back in the day, Hakeem, that nigga lived when we played Marvel Ultimate Alliance. We played the part where they was trying to do the segregation of like, nah, the niggas who got powers, we want to put all of y'all on a list. Versus when Magneto and it was like, nah, niggas, we underground, we incognito, we not doing that. Me and Hakeem was in the game walking. There's like, all right, we about to sign y'all up. Hakeem was like, bro, how do we not do this shit? I'm like, I'm about to start socking niggas. He was like, bet. I'm like, pop, 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 pop. There's like, up, you are rebelling. You're rebelling. You're not signing up. We switched the whole game. The game went to the whole other fucking story where you go on Magneto on them side. I'm like, oh, this is crispy as fuck. But like, Hakeem told me about Planet Hawk. He was like, yeah, bro, this reminded me of Planet Hawk when like they wanted this, when this shit was happening, they tried to send Hawk to another planet. And one of them niggas got up like, I'm out. He gonna come back and he's gonna beat all y'all the fuck up. And that's what happened. They sent him to another planet. He took that bitch over. He came back and he beat everybody the fuck up. And instead of doing Planet Hawk the way they should have, they just threw it in a Thor movie. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, what the fuck? Like, that's what America, that's what they do that I don't like.
Mhm.
They always have a good story and they retell it in the shittiest way. Resident Evil
Yeah.
video game movie, any anime
We're gonna
movie,
make money.
we're gonna
Yeah.
fucking tell, we're gonna do it our own fucking way. Like, bro, the story
Terrible ideas.
already fuck with it, bro. Why the fuck are you doing some weird shit?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
bad. I went on a long
I know.
tangent.
I feel you on that. I feel you on
Yeah.
that because you're making some valid points there. What I will say in regards to that though, because I feel you on the whole thing with them kind of taking a lot of the seriousness out of some of the stuff. Because that's one thing I haven't really fucked with the Marvel movies, just because we don't really get that stuff to where it's really serious. Like when Blade came out, niggas didn't even know Blade was a comic book movie. We thought that was
I
just a nigga
didn't.
that was
I
sweet as
didn't. We
fuck
just
for
thought they
everybody.
gave Wesley Snipes that
Exactly.
shit.
And it was dope, and it was serious. It was dark. It had blood to it. We had no idea that that was some Marvel shit. But
And
with
then they
that,
put
with some of
Ryan
the
Reynolds
movies,
in it.
yeah, there's still a few here and there that you can find. I know niggas hated it. I love the movie though. Batman v Superman was another really good one because like Batman
I
was
hate
really
them.
like beating
I
niggas
never
the
watched
fuck
that one.
up to the point to where like one nigga stabs Batman with a knife. Batman pulls it out his shoulder and I think stabs the nigga in the leg with it or whatever. Or like he do some
Some of
crazy shit like.
oh, my bad.
Yeah, he do some crazy shit like niggas was like criminals was ending up in jail and he was literally branding them niggas while they was in jail like I'm still watching you. So that movie, that one was crazy cuz Batman was definitely brutal on that and they went the full route with it. The Watchmen is another good one. That was out in 2009 where like that one is much more hardcore and darker. Like superheroes and characters are actually dying and getting killed. But I would honestly say that for like comic book stuff, it's like Marvel and DC are like almost like the shonen of comic books. So there's really a lot of shit out there that's based on a comic book that is not like The Walking Dead, for example. That was a comic book before it was a TV show. So the
I
fact that
didn't
we
know
have The
that.
Walking Dead, yeah, and ironically enough, if you believe it, the TV show The Walking Dead is actually much more mild compared to the comic book. The comic book is
Yeah,
definitely way
the
darker.
game, Telltale Games
Yeah,
is a little bit more like of an accurate rendition of how they be sometimes too, because they ain't really like it's not a cohesive long ass thing. Like it is kind of, but it's like more story based, like a bunch of different. But what I say is DC, some of the DC does kind of well sometimes. They just haven't got the MCU thing all the way
Hmm.
together. DC movies, like they will actually go off.
Wait, hold up. I'm sorry. Before you get into that, since you brought up DC and stuff like that, what you should check out. So what they're doing right now is James Gunn is the head of DC right now. So he's the head of all the DC properties, the movies and the games and whatnot. They're going through him before they go anywhere else. The first project he's put out was really good. It's called Creatures and Commandos. It's basically
Then Dez already watched it, and it's crispy as fuck.
see, that shit was great, and that's exactly the energy he's bringing back in.
I think his son or something on the show and do like two voices because it's James Gunn and it's two. It's like because James Gunn or one of the niggas directed the Batman movies and shit like that. He the one did the director's cut or some shit, right?
I'm not sure. I don't think so because we haven't had a Batman movie in some years.
Or was it Snyder? It was he did something. I don't know, but I'll look it up. But you are right. I did see that show, and he that's hard. When it was also Christmas. Two things. The Batman movies do a good job because they do go off of some shit like Bane back breaking Batman's back. You know what I'm saying? Their anime movies are very good and close to the
newest Batman movie was really good too. It's its own standalone thing.
Yeah, I got people. I didn't see it. The Jared Leto one, we don't know. But some of the Batman movies, they definitely be on their shit. And also, where stuff is going into a good direction now too is fucking Ryan Reynolds. He getting a lot more pull with Marvel too. I think he might be like a creative director, like he's like a head of something over there.
I can see that, or like an executive producer type shit.
He getting real totem pole because of just money that he'd have made, but he's starting to hopefully try to steer that shit into more of a realistic direction too, with the Deadpool movies being rated R, like this most recent Deadpool and the Wolverine and the X-Men's coming back and shit like that. So hopefully he kind of echoes our sentiment of it being kind of kid childish a little bit.
Yeah. Another one that was really good is Peacemaker because it's starring John Cena. I didn't think he could do it, but John Cena was great the whole way through. It's not.
He was sweet in the Suicide Squad movie. He did.
And that was crazy. And the fact that James Gunn made this show about this character I didn't know anything about and didn't care about and made the show sweet as fuck too. That's insane.
Yeah. I think that because the real life shows, I don't know, maybe you are right. I don't know. I will it's hard. It's hard to just make a whole direct comparison because I do fuck with them shows. But anime, it's so many animes that really they got like the Blue Lock. You feel me with the sports anime? Don't let me really start fucking with sports animes and really start getting into them and them really. I've seen a couple little things and I'm like, I might have to tap in. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just something about. I think that also just as just a Black American in our culture, we do still have that infatuation with just like samurais and Japanese culture. Like I love just the warring periods and shit like that. Even with Javon, he broke down like the Solo Leveling shit. He was like, because Solo Leveling, just off of the names, you can tell they're Korean. Like Jin Woo and Cha Sun, all of them. So they're all Korean. You feel me? And then when they end up meeting the other Japanese people and shit like that, they don't even speak the same language. Right. But he was like, Japan don't even really fuck with Korea just in social structure type shit. So in the show, the Japanese niggas sent the Koreans as they sent all the S-class niggas in on the front lines to be the first line of defense to fight the niggas in hopes that they would die. And then the Japanese team would come and win the battle, and then they would be able to put a nigga on the national level, because that's what I guess they saying is the next thing. They're trying to get a hero on the national level. Mm-hmm. And what's also about these shows is they always give America their props. And My Hero, America had a number one hero. I guess
and then they killed her.
But she went out like a G. She went out in a heroic motherfucking she went out of her way protecting another country. They could have did however they wanted to. Maybe we wouldn't have let it show in America, but they definitely put America in a positive light. And she put them in a positive light because she loved All Might. You know what I'm saying? So it really was a good, and All Might ain't nothing but Captain America damn there. You feel me? She was Captain
America Superman.
Yeah, Captain America. But you know what I'm saying? Just fucking with them, you know what I'm saying? We fuck with their culture heavily, and I think basically they sent them over there to die, and then in hopes that like, and then I guess fucking what's it called? Solo Leveling is supposed to be another show that got like, I mean, they got an American hero that's a nationally ranked hero too.
Right.
So like, I hate to see like, damn, like how sweet is these niggas gonna be type shit. Like I don't know, it's just something about anime that's just so fucking captivating, bro.
Anime is fire as shit, bro. My pops wasn't on the wave, but he was definitely watching mad like underground karate movies. Them shits would not be dubbed, bro. Just great fights, like big karate watcher. Like when I was a kid, and then the homie across the street was watching Dragon Ball Z, so I was over there just tapped in.
And I think Tommy makes actually a great point that I mean we may have overlooked without even really knowing it. Like I mean, I kind of tapped on because, like I said, we love samurais and Japanese culture and shit like that. But also, it may be the fighting. Like I mean, think of Spider-Man and shit like that. Like he got some shit, but he probably the most kung fu fighting type of hero they got. A lot of like,
Spider-Man?
I mean, when
He
you
might
think
be able
about
to find a different instance.
let's go down the tier. Then you got the
Like,
Hulk. You feel me? Like how much? Like it's going to be really more a lot of smashing. They would have to like they
Well, I
not
mean,
in the past really worked hard at animating their fights to make them super sweet. That I don't really seen like Thor be throwing a hammer and fucking throwing left hooks. Superman got the worst hands ever, nigga. He got the
so
worst.
are you talking about in like the comic books or the movies or?
I'm talking about just like a movie or like animation and shit like that. Like the actual choreography of how they gonna be fighting.
Oh,
Like
for
bottom level would be
Spider-Man isn't more of like a street fighter. Like it's a
so
different type of choreography style of fighting. I can see what you're
like
kind of saying.
Superman's fights is gonna be a bunch of these punches, and he gonna fly into a nigga. They're gonna fly into some buildings. It's gonna be some of these like it's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of kung fu and slant. Like it ain't
so
really a lot of animation. Like he got the heat vision and shit. Like, but it be
they
whack.
actually upped that with some with other characters. So the Daredevil TV series, them niggas be full on working like you know them Korean movies where them niggas be fighting in a hallway and shit like that. That's what the Daredevil fight
That's
scenes
like
look
top
like.
tier. The top,
Yeah,
like that's like top level. Daredevil would be up there. Like the Punisher could be up there. He be
they
going
did that with Shang-Chi too. The Shang-Chi fighting choreography that was pretty crazy too.
Spider Man. That's
Um,
Spider Man. Spider
the
Man got
Spider the
Spider
Spider-Man
Man
shit was
got.
more CGI. They didn't really.
But even if it was in a cartoon, I'm saying like the amount of animation they could put into
Yeah,
his fight scenes. Like, you feel me? Somebody like Wolverine, they could make a Wolverine fight sweet. I'm saying they probably not that I've really seen, they haven't really done too many super duper sweet ones like on an anime type level that I would be like, oh nah. Bro, that Wolverine versus Sabretooth fight, like, come on, like Wolverine versus Hawk was a sweet fight. When he threw Wolverine all them motherfucking feet and that nigga got knocked the fuck out, and then he woke up and the Hawk had jumped and landed on him and still started banging on him. I'm like, these niggas are hitting. This is a fight. That was also in a movie. You feel me? Like I need to see that all the time. I need to see these niggas motherfucking. I need to see these niggas hitting all the time. And like with anime, you consecutively gonna see some niggas hitting.
Type.
Like Wolverine, like motherfucking when motherfucking the Hawk fight somebody like a Doomsday or like a motherfucking that nigga with the like whatever Abomination or some shit. I want a fight to be memorable, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had some moments
Man,
like where
for real.
made the Hawk hands and shit like that.
And that's
Where
where
like
America and like comics and shit be getting fucked up at, bro, because they be trying to tell a story. Like the
you know
fighting
what?
don't be too hot.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come over there one of these days, G, and we gonna sit through one of these movies. I'm gonna sit through one of these movies with you and Dez. There's one movie they made. This is actually my favorite Batman movie. It's called Batman: Soul of the Dragon. It's like a 1970s style kung fu movie with Batman and these other characters. It's like so they have a character in there. I think his name's like Dragon Lee or something like that. Basically, he's the Asian Bruce Lee character in the movie, and then they have Bronze Tiger in there to where they gave him the 70s black Afro karate master dude. The movie is sweet as fuck. It's this 1970s ass movie, and it's like it's crazy because Batman's not even like really the main character. Like, hold on, I got the movie right here. Let me show you this shit because this shit is like
He got
It's
the
real
What's
life.
that gay ass
It's
monkey
real
in your
life
background?
crispy with this like.
That's that Discord.
Hey, do you still have the
Hold on,
digital code for that?
That shit is
No,
inside.
I think I gave it to Etha for Repro Go actually.
Man.
Why the fuck?
Where the hell is she at? I feel like she just fell off the earth.
soul of the
She
Jack.
moved to New York.
Ah. All right.
But yeah, this movie is sweet as fuck. This is one of my favorite Batman movies.
That's hard.
Crispy.
G got a Kirby shirt on.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'll pop up
That
over
shit
there.
fire.
We can make Genesis watch it.
Yeah,
Jenny's gonna watch his projector.
man.
So that
He's gonna watch that motherfucking projector so hard. So what else niggas been on? What's been going on, guys? We've been gone for a minute. We finally got Ant the hell out of here, so now we can hear.
He left. I didn't.
Yeah, we're gonna have to yell at him later.
Shit. You know,
Damn.
content.
What else we got?
Content.
How long we been on here?
This video is 1 hour and 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Damn.
That's already at our time, pretty much.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, shit, we can talk about how Sparking Zero fell off. Or is that something you all want to say for the pod?
We can talk about how Kavadas is always right. You said.
yeah,
Kavada
No,
said that
Kavada
game
hear
was
that?
going to tank, and yep, it tanked. I'll take his word
I
for
wouldn't
it.
say it didn't tank, but it definitely fell off for sure.
Yeah,
bro.
They sold well.
They acted like it was gonna be a new Budokai, bro, and it wasn't, bro.
Tight.
It wasn't even Tenkaichi, bro. It literally was another Xenoverse with 1,000,000 characters in it, and they didn't even have.
I don't think it was.
And that's- but that's-
The game does play
That
like
was
Xenoverse.
Tenkaichi was.
Bro said that shit play like
That's what
Xenoverse.
Tenkaichi was. That's why
Tenkaichi
it's like I
and
feel like
Xenoverse are very similar, though.
I feel like we kind of wanted that PS2 feeling back in this day and age because I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like they did everything right in Sparking Zero. I feel like it's just really kind of like we're kind of over that style of game. So when we got exactly what we thought we wanted, it just wasn't really enough for us.
What we wanted.
Playing this.
It wasn't what we wanted. We
They
got
said
what we
we're gonna
wanted,
give
and it
you all
turns
that
out that's
shit,
not what
and
we
then the
wanted.
next thing you know,
Yeah, it's
it's
like,
like nah.
We wanted that PS2 feeling back because I remember what it was like popping up at y'all niggas' house
Boo
for the
finna
first
run
time.
back.
Like, what the fuck is Dragon Ball Budokai? What is this shit?
Yeah,
Seeing that shit for the first time.
Yeah, but Budokai, I don't really know if that's a PS2 type feeling. I just think that
That was the PS2.
That's PS2.
but I don't think that that's a feeling. I just think that it's a good game. Like, you feel me? Like,
No, it was a good game, but
it was.
I'm saying
It wasn't really the same way. That was like it wasn't exactly how Dragon Ball Z was supposed to be because you can fly around and shit. But it's just, bro, the combat in that game is just too woozy, bro. You can't really teleport. You can't really block like when you want to. Like,
What do you mean you can't teleport? You can teleport.
You can
You used to be
teleport
able
way
to
too
teleport so
much.
much that they had
You
they
can't
nerfed
block when you want to.
it.
That's for sure.
when you want to, and some of the times, bro, you will be caught up in a combo mashing R1, nigga. If you trying to do it at the right, you like.
Nigga not blocking nothing. Nigga ain't blocking nothing.
You just dead, bro. You just dead. You cannot, bro. And then maybe you like, Jesus, thank you. Swing, they teleport you back to getting your ass whooped. Like, bro,
they busting a whole combo. You only block 2 of the hits.
yeah, it's like playing Russian roulette, bro. Like, I don't think you can actually get sweet at it unless you find a way to be cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta find somebody to be cheap with. You can't actually be sweet at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta either find somebody
On some damn near get lucky type
because
shit.
Me and Kavada's pretty sweet at it.
Yeah, probably because y'all actually took the time to want to. I'm like, bro,
I'm trying to
man,
think who was getting their ass beat over here the most because I had Treasy, Breaststone, David. I think
Treasy was pretty sweet at it.
I'm pretty sure Treasy was doing the most ass whooping.
Nah, Treasy definitely learned how to cheese the system early on.
Every character and like, really, because there were some times I was having fun with it. I think also like, I mean, what I will give it is also it's like it's a victim of the culture we in. Anime has adapted. It realized like, hey, niggas not sitting there watching your show for 30 years no more. Oda the only nigga that got to do that, bro. Bro, you see that nigga like he like the number 7 best-selling author of all time, nigga. Like behind like the Bible and like Winston Churchill and shit like that. Like that
Behind
nigga,
the Bible is crazy.
bro, he is like top 7, but like it's like William Shakespeare and then like 2 other niggas and then him. Like, bro, like it's crazy. So like, bro, he been writing for 30 years. That manga is huge. you're not gonna do no shit like that no more. So now you gotta kind of adapt it. Like, all right, bro. Well, like you either gonna have to understand that you're gonna have to make a game that your core fans are gonna fuck with, and they gonna come back, or you're just gonna have to make something that's just incredibly sweet, that's undeniable. Like, and it's two things: either a Souls game, like Rivals, they low key they got lucky because they actually did a game right, and they about to fill the void that Overwatch lost. You feel me? So I think niggas gonna sit and play Rivals probably for the next couple of years. Like that game,
Right.
if they keep feeding it characters and costumes and shit like that, and it remains fun the way that it is, and they just don't find some way to fuck it, people won't probably be playing Rivals for the next 5 to 7 years.
All they gotta do is not change the way it is now and just keep adding characters. That's all they gotta do.
Exactly.
That's literally the
No,
formula.
they
If
gonna
it
fuck
ain't
it
broke,
up. They
don't
gonna
fix
fuck it
it.
up, bro. They gonna add, hey guys, we're adding this. Y'all gonna hate that shit.
Nah,
They're gonna add bumper cars. We're like, fuck, we don't want bumper
it's
cars.
We gonna see. They was talking about adding story and characters.
Yeah, bro. Who knows?
it's an Overwatch type game. Like, I mean, we fucked with For Honor crazy, but I think that like the reason why we probably stopped playing For Honor is because I think it gets to
Because Cavadas was
area.
beating everybody off the game.
There's a
No, it
also
doesn't.
even with that, if you got comp and you keep there's too many tryhards in some of them games, and it gets not fun when you're playing against niggas that are just too sweet. So if they keep it at level base to where you're playing with people on your level, to where you can continue having fun, you can get some wins and some losses, then cool. You feel me? But For Honor and shit like that falls off. I think because they didn't have a level, like a balanced level system. They probably didn't feed it enough characters for the free, because you got to pay for every character, so you can't even really get sweet with niggas and shit like that. And then, like, I think it also fell victim to what the society is now. Like what I was saying with anime, like we just it's quick. You feel me? Like games drop and then we on to the next. Like I ain't even played Civ 7 yet. I love Rise of the Ronin, but I ain't even get to finish that shit. And it's really Rivals' fault. But you
I
know,
mean, yeah, you spend a lot of time on Rivals though.
If you want
And
to play
it's like
Rise of the Ronin tonight, you can just say that.
you gotta be definitely we could definitely play, but you
I
gotta
also have Rise of the Running installed. Just saying.
be like, and I'm so glad that y'all be playing shit like, you know what I'm saying, getting like playing some shit together like motherfucking Monster Hunter World or some shit like that. Cause you
Nigga, we've been this Monster Hunter is
Yeah, we're
that
fucking with
deal,
that new
bro. I'm
Monster
trying to
Hunter.
tell you. This motherfucker Monster Hunter that let me tell you, bro, ever since Monster Hunter's the only game I've been playing for like the past few weeks. I have 86 hours in the Monster Hunter already.
Hell yeah.
That's
That nigga
more
Rustin
hours
been
that I
playing?
have into Marvel Rivals, bro. Like, and Marvel Rivals has been on for a while. And we was playing Marvel Rivals real heavy, bro. I
I
cannot stop playing Monster Hunter, bro. I can play it by myself. I don't like. I literally can sit. One day I sat and played Monster Hunter for 11 hours, bro.
Man.
On a Saturday, bro. 11 fucking hours, no cap.
Damn, you
I'm
was a
not
virgin
proud of
for 11 hours?
Rivals. My shit is at like 250, and I'm not even.
Yeah, so that's
Mine is
because
at
you're stuck.
286 out. Jesus.
I got too many hours
Mm,
back at that game. Like I cannot
Listen,
save my.
I want to pull together a squad so we could just do GTA heists.
okay, as long as you
Bro,
don't put
I've
Kylo in
been
it, I'm
trying to
down.
tell Tommy, like, get on the PlayStation party. We will run some heists.
I be
Yeah,
I'm
bullshitting on the
sorry,
place
I have 99 hours in Monster Hunter as I'm actively playing Monster Hunter
as
right now.
right
It
now.
says 99 hours in 1 minute and 6 seconds.
man.
Yes, I am.
All right.
All right,
Oh
man.
well.
Games be good.
Games do be good. Yeah, I think it's just, motherfucking everything be like a microwave time thing where time just be passing. So I don't think that like Sparking Zero was really bad. I think it just wasn't. I think it wasn't like magnificent or miraculous. And if you not something completely new and fresh, fucking split fiction game that you're playing right now, like
They
everybody,
clickbaited it.
it's like this is the newest, most different game ever, but it's also like it's paying homage to so many games, and look at how many Easter eggs is in it, and it's so well done, and also it's two players. Like it takes two. Like so, if you ain't doing something groundbreaking, you feel me? Like, and you Dragon Ball Z, so not only are you old as fuck, but you got a reputation to uphold, and you may have upheld it to your core fan base who've been fucking with you forever. Like if you've been playing all the Xeno versions, then of course you're gonna be satisfied with this. But if this was the game that was supposed to bring me back to Dragon Ball Z, and I haven't played since Budokai, and you thought you was gonna get me with yet another Xenoverse, nigga, you're sadly mistaken. I haven't been playing for 10 years because of this.
To
So
be real with
I'm
you,
gonna play for a little bit, but not really.
Play for a little bit,
even
man.
as
All
a
right.
Xenoverse player, it was like we kind of went back to Xenoverse instead of playing more Sparking Zero. Like Xenoverse had more for it going on than Zero did, at
Like at
least.
least I can make my own character in Xenoverse.
I probably
Yeah, you
played.
make your own characters, more engaging story.
I've probably
I'm excited
played
for Kakarot though,
sagas
because
on this
they're adding
emulator
that.
more than I've played Sparking Zero.
Playing sagas is crazy work.
Bro, I got
Man,
my
what I really want to
PS3 and
play,
I got Raging Blast 2 on PlayStation 3. So
Mm, I
I
gotta get
did
that
actually want
PS3
to fire that
emulator.
motherfucker up and be playing that Raging Blast, bro. But I'll be chilling. I'll be chilling. But I be wanting to play that shit, bro. And I have Budokai 3 on PS3 because they made the HD remaster collection where oddly enough it's Budokai 3 and Budokai 1. I don't know why they didn't put Budokai 2 in there, but who knows. But I own Budokai 2 on PlayStation 2. So like,
Yeah.
man, there's so many other games that you can really go back to for the nostalgia factor. But I guess yeah, like fucking Sparking Zero is not. It's not. It's not
It's,
what we thought it was going to be. Except for Kavadas, because Kavadas did call it,
They
and he
did.
was saying that.
Kavada's called it. I believe it for sure. I know I definitely was thinking a Budokai feel, and then I didn't get that. I was like, okay.
I mean, I feel like from the little bit of Tenkar Ichi that I do remember playing, I do feel like Sparking Zero was like still that, but it's just I was never really the biggest fan of Tenkar Ichi anyway by default. I'm a big Budokai fan.
Yeah.
You feel me? Not saying that Tenkar Ichi is whack or anything. I just prefer Budokai.
Yep.
That's just me. I've been saying that since day one.
Yeah.
same. And then the thing,
Budokai, what we all really wanted.
the Budokai shit that I fucked with, aside from the actual combat system and shit like that, it's like a couple of things that they did sweet in them games. Like the first Budokai was super cinematic. You feel me? I think that was
Yeah,
the
with
first,
the story mode, it was like the little
that
the little
was
film
the first
shit.
game that I ever really played, which I will give Sparking Zeros that. It was definitely cinematic. You can go in the first person mode, look at the shit. So that was crispy. Budokai 2, a lot of people didn't really like it, but I kind of fucked with the board game thing. Like the
Yeah, the
going to
board game thing was pretty cool. Yeah,
and skipping your turn and getting all your motherfucking health things up and shit like that. But also you gotta hurry because the Majin Buu egg filling up and fighting, like, you know what I'm saying, dodging, freezing, like that shit
and
was,
not forgetting to look for the fucking Dragon Balls at the same time. 'Cause you still gotta find the Dragon Balls. Your little piece be like, whoop, whoop.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Why a board game around that age, a little board game, Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
then with some fighting, unlike a new Cosmo shit, and then Budokai 3, bro. Like flying around and discovering the extra parts of the story and shit and getting Super Saiyan 4 later in the story on some crazy shit, just like by
And
doing
then finding Broly and doing all that, and then fighting Goat Tanks as Gogeta in the World Tournament type shit. Like,
bro,
yeah,
Hey,
bro, I see what you're
look,
saying.
I
Yeah,
don't
crispy.
for
care what
sure.
you say.
You
I
had
don't
to
care what you
find,
say, G.
you had to
Kakarot was sweet as
find
fuck.
them.
And
You
don't let me get that breakthrough, nigga. As soon as I get that breakthrough, I'm like, oh, I'm turned. Fuck all
and
these
you had to
moves, nigga.
find,
Breakthrough, everything.
like, they didn't just give you that shit. Like you had to beat the game a couple of times and fly different places, and then a random cutscene that happened, and then you have to do that and continue on going through that path and shit and get to the final. Man, them story, that shit was hard. And like even the fusions, bro. Like Goku, nigga, Tiencha,
Tiencha
like
was hard.
they was just acting up, bro. And you can motherfucking do the motherfucking Majin Buu absorption halfway through the fight, nigga. Like you can fuck up your fusion and be fat go tanks. Like, bro, they was just having fun with like giving us actually like they was being groundbreaking with new ideas and actually doing some shit in real
And
time.
if you,
Like Sparking
yeah.
Z really just more of the same game that they have literally been making for years, bro. Like they really didn't try
Big
anything
old
super.
cash grab.
But I think,
They
I was
just
gonna
made
say
yeah,
they didn't try. I definitely feel like they did try a little bit, but just not. They didn't
they made
try
it
enough to
real
make
They
pretty.
any
didn't try
like
enough.
any. They didn't try enough to make it stick out. Is what I'll say.
They made it
Yeah.
real pretty. What's fucked up is they did Dragon Ball Fighters, and everybody got back on the bandwagon because they did something original. Even though it wasn't original, they still had never did a 3v3 Marvel versus Capcom type fighting game with Dragon Ball Z. That shit went all the way to like fighting professional fighting game players have still been playing that to this day. Like it got so much notoriety and was going crazy. And then they was like, all right, we're gonna give our core fans something else. Like this is real pretty and animated and real, and it was just a real pretty
Piece of shit.
yeah.
Okay, it wasn't a piece of shit. Wasn't a piece of shit. It wasn't a piece of shit. I'm trolling.
All this Dragon Ball Z talk, I might have to reinstall Kakarot.
Bro, Kakarot got the diamond stuff coming out, and I'm excited for that, bro.
The only
Oh,
part I'm
trying to
salty
see how
about
they gonna
that
make
is
some
that you have
updates.
to. Yeah,
Oh
all the
shit.
Dragon Ball Daima, they're putting DLC out there for that for
Oh
Kakarot.
shit.
The only thing I'm salty about is the fact that you have to basically buy all of that.
Yeah.
Like it's not included in the season pass, but
I mean, the game's been out for forever, so for
Yeah,
it to be included in
bro.
the season pass would be a little much. But
And
if they're gonna make me pay for that season pass and it's only diamond, that's fucked up. I need more shit.
Yeah, true.
yeah.
That's a
we
little
should probably
fucked
cut.
up.
We
Let
should
me put
probably
my
cut the episode here, though. Like, I mean, we can keep chopping it up. But we should probably end the episode here.
yeah, we can end it here. I gotta put my baby to sleep, man.